Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Very Versatile. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video captures a comprehensive list of things to do before the arrival of your newborn, with tips and hacks included exclusively for the pandemic phase. If you are a mom-to-be or would like to know about things to do before the birth of a newborn, this video is surely for you. Please watch until the end. If you enjoy watching videos on productivity, motherhood and lifestyle, please subscribe to my channel, Miss Very Versatile. It will cost you nothing but will mean a lot to me. Link is in the description box. To get notifications every time I upload a video, please click the bell icon as shown in the screen here. Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. So today we will be talking about the journey of things to prepare just before the arrival of your newborn. While the phases of pregnancy followed by parenting are very exciting, but it can be quite overwhelming, especially when the due date is approaching soon. There is the pandemic situation to add to that, all things that need to be taken care of, and overall just the anxiety of becoming a first-time parent and how life-changing the arrival of a newborn can be. I think all these things put together are a lot to process for any person. But worry not, my friend. Today I will be bringing to you a list that is very comprehensive and meant to help you in the days when planning to prepare for your newborn and getting close to the arrival of your baby. So let's dive in and take a close look at those. My tip number 1 is using and acquiring the right kind of information. So please make sure to use your sessions with the gynecologist or your doctor that you are visiting for regular checkups during pregnancy as an information exchange session. Make sure to have your list of questions prepared ahead of time before the appointment so you can have all those questions answered. If there are additional questions that come up, make sure to converse with the doctor and try to find out how you can get those questions answered either on the next visit or through email or any other form of communication. In addition, make sure to connect with the hospital where the doctor sits if the doctor is associated with the hospital, and try and find out from their information desk on guidelines or details that you can read on pregnancy just to feel prepared and feel more educated. I have tried to link below some global level information sources. Feel free to use those as starting points, but please make sure to connect with your doctor to have this list confirmed. Now for the people who are becoming first-time parents, there can be new information from a lot of different angles. For example, what kind of breast pump to use, or talk about pain management during delivery, or how to install a car seat. And there are various other topics that a first-time parent may always find very difficult to get information on. My suggestion is to sign up for the parenting classes that are available. Feel free to look online and search on the internet about classes that are available in your area locally. Sometimes there are classes that are conducted within the hospital where you are scheduled to deliver. So make sure to check those resources out around the second trimester and schedule those appointments so you know what's coming up. My tip number 3 is to exercise during pregnancy and carry out a few stretches and yoga positions just before delivery because they help with the delivery process. Now, as we all would have heard, especially the parents and the new moms to be, that exercise is a very important part of staying fit during pregnancy and for the mother to maintain a healthy weight throughout pregnancy for the good health of her child and ease of delivery. So how do we take care of exercise during the pandemic time when there is lockdown going out and we cannot step out of the house? Well, there are two possibilities. If you are living in an area where you can step out on certain times of the day for a walk, make sure to do that, especially when it is less crowded and then there are less number of people around, so you don't get exposed to any kind of infection. That could be one possibility. Second suggestion, which is a safer one, is to sign up for a yoga class or any kind of stretching class online that is suited for pregnancy. These instructors actually take good care and give you a lot of attention during the session, so that way the mothers to be know that they are getting the right guidance to carry out the exercise and you're staying fit without having to step out of your house during the pandemic situation. My next tip is to keep your hospital bag packed and ready before your due date. Make sure to complete your hospital bag packing at least 4 weeks prior to your due date. I will be doing a future video on all the items that need to be carried in your backpack or any other bag to prepare for your hospital stay during delivery. Now, for a first-time mom, the approaching due date and the thought of becoming a new mother can be quite overwhelming and it can be quite stressful. So my suggestion would be for the new mom to pamper herself from time to time as much as possible. Now, with the pandemic situation, and lockdown imposed from time to time, the resources or the extent to which we can actually step out to get things done in order to feel pampered may be limited, but have a list ready and discuss it with your partner so you can plan ahead of time and make sure to schedule those recharge sessions where you feel good, where you feel happy and you feel motivated and stay positive. My next tip is to prepare a list of essential items which you as a new mom or a new parent would think is needed for your newborn once the baby arrives at home. Now, when you are a new parent and especially a first-time parent, how do you know what are the items that are needed for your baby? Well, there are a few resources you could consult. One is, of course, your mother or your mother-in-law, who could give you some steps or guidance on things they feel that would be needed for your newborn. You could talk to friends who are recent parents or would-be new parents, and what are they planning in terms of things that would be needed for their child. Third is you could look up resources such as e-commerce shopping website. In my case, I had used Amazon to really look at all the products that are available out there, and I tried to create a list ahead of time by talking to my mother, by talking to my husband. Then I went into this e-commerce shopping site, looked up at the different options that are available and added it to my cart and kept it there. Now, in some cultures it is considered inauspicious to order and buy things for your baby before their arrival actually. So in my case, I had all the items added to my cart and it was kept ready. Once the baby was born, those items were ordered such that they would be delivered just in time, once the baby comes home, so they can be used. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought about some unforeseen situations all around the world. Lockdowns have been imposed from time to time, creating travel bans, and we know that family and friends who want to be with us on these joyous occasions of life may not always be able to travel. So right after the birth of your baby, if your mother or a close family member who was supposed to come in and stay with you and support you during that phase is unable to do so, it's very critical to meal plan ahead of time with your partner or your close friends in the neighborhood and set the expectations right. Coupled with the meal planning process, my suggestion would be to also complete grocery of non-perishable items much ahead of your due date, so both the parents to be have a good idea of what is needed in the house and grocery is completed, so that these mundane chores do not bother you in the last minute. Now, with the pandemic situation around and lockdown imposed in most of the places around the world from time to time, it's best to avail these online grocery delivery services that are available. Feel free and make sure to check out what's locally available in your area so you can plan and finish your grocery online rather than either your family or friend having to drop into a grocery store physically to complete the groceries. My next tip is keeping a check of all the appointments that are coming up in the near future and post the delivery and arrival of your little one. Now, the phase can be quite overwhelming once the newborn comes home and you as a parent will have absolutely no time on hand, especially given the 100 other things that you need to be worried about. So in order to reduce stress and avoid appointments being forgotten and missed, my tip is to schedule all the appointments that you have coming up with your child's pediatrician, your gynecologist, before the delivery and post delivery, scheduled on a calendar. This could either be an electronic calendar that you could consider sharing with your partner or family or friends, whoever will be helping you out during that phase, or it could even be a manual calendar that could be filled out and put in a place at home that's easily accessible and visible to the different family members at home, so they can remind you for an upcoming appointment. My last tip is to have a thorough cleaning done before welcoming the baby home. Now, given the pandemic situation, it may be difficult to hire help, but in case you are still willing to hire help, make sure to have your house thoroughly cleaned before your newborn arrives home from the hospital. If your partner or someone else would be helping you in the cleaning procedure, make sure to plan it out ahead of time and have enough time on hand to execute that thoroughly without any stress or without any kind of unforeseen anxiety. Now, the cleaning step is all the more important because of the transition of environment for you as a new mother, as well as your newborn whose immune system is in the process of developing and quite vulnerable. And now, given the pandemic situation, it is very important to take care of all the immunity related aspect, the infection related aspect, and having a clean house. So planning ahead of time and getting your house thoroughly cleaned is a very critical step. Do give these tips a try and let me know how they are helping you in your journey of becoming and preparing to be a new mother or a new parent. The reality of how life-changing the arrival of a newborn and your first child in your life will only strike once you hold them in your arms for the first time. But I hope with these tips and hacks, it is helping you as a new mom or a new parent to prepare for the upcoming phase of life and feel more educated. Let's connect on social media. My Facebook and Pinterest IDs are missveryversatile. Please comment below and let me know what other videos and topics on motherhood would you like me to cover. Check out my video on foods to avoid consuming during pregnancy. Link is in the description box below. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video and thank you for joining today. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.